Welcome back to Betide, and in this video we are going to set up Xcode, our project, and whatever we need to, so that we can package our iOS apps and upload them to test flight and test them out on our mobile. Now this method is a distribution method, so you can distribute the app even on the App Store using this method, just with a little bit of setting changes. But other than that, it's pretty smooth. If you need a development build and how you can debug the things, another video would be coming out for that very soon. I made a $99 investment for these 3 video series of iOS, where because I needed a developer account and I was just using client accounts for I don't know how many months, because for different projects we get different accounts from the clients. But I finally bought one myself just for these 3 video series. So hope this investment pays out. So whatever you guys have issues with iOS, let us know and we will be more than happy to create videos on that. Consider subscribing and let's move on. So welcome back to the screen. Now the only thing that you need to make sure is you're on the developer.apple.com's website and you have a team ID, because that's how the modernized Xcode uses or basically signs your application. So you need a team ID. Now the team ID, if you have to get it, you have to pay $99 to the Apple program, or you have to be a part of another team who has paid for this thing. So that's the only thing that you need to make sure. If you have the team ID, well and good. Let's go back. Let's go back next. Let's go to the next step. I created this app for the first trial of this video, but this is the second one. So let's go to the plus button and just create a new application. Yeah, and new app. Now this has to be an iOS application, but before that we need to register a new bundle ID. So click on that button and it will take you to a register, like this certificates, identifiers and profiles ID. Just enter your app ID, whatever you want to be. Now if you are coming from an Android development point, it is the package name or the package identifier that you put on your settings. Now you want to include any permissions that you want to include, like sign in with Google if you are having or something like that, you can enable that. But other than that, nothing else is required. Just register and it will be done. Here you will see all the IDs that I have registered. You will see the wildcard, which we will talk about later, but here are all the certificates that we have, but we don't need the certificates now because Xcode handles it. So let's go back, and here let's press cancel and just repress on the plus button, and let's add the name second test Betide. Yeah, and the language, whatever the primary language, I would be selecting English UK, and then whatever the bundle ID you selected. SKU is second video trial, and user access is also like which part of the team access you want to give the access to. And this is an iOS application, so just press create and it should create an application. Nice, we have it. So the next stuff is basically uploading a build on test flight. So before that we have to create a new project. So I am just selecting a first person template and just creating an default map, so that I just make a package of that and just run it out and show it to you. So it should be up pretty soon. It's okay. Yeah, it was on the second screen and I have to drag it up here, but now it's good. So let's go to the settings and then project settings, and then scroll down a little bit to the Xcode projects page, and you will see it requires a few things. That is the development team ID, which we will get from our account. We have to get it, so we have to go back to our developer page, and on this page the ID is on a little low. If you scroll down a little bit, you should see the ID. Yeah, like this. Let's paste it. Yeah, and now in the bundle ID you can just have to give the bundle name that you uploaded on the dev portal in the identifiers. So copy the name exactly, don't make a mistake there, because then the signing will have issues and you will get different type of issues. So it's better that you copy it and not type it by memory. Once I had an issue, so it's better. And the bundle ID prefix, you can leave it. You don't need to fill any of these other things, at least not for uploading a test flight build. And this should do it. Now you can do this bundle display name and whatever the display name and settings you want to change. Although we will have to add additional placed data very, very soon. Like if you are using camera access and stuff like that. Now I will just need a empty C++ class to be added to this project to be able to access Xcode. So I will just add an empty, like nothing. I don't need to write a single line of code. I will add an empty C++ class, because this will generate Xcode files and we will be able to open up the Xcode editor itself. Now the build is done, like the C++ class got added and compiled. So let's go and press on open Xcode, and here it comes. Now we don't need the editor, of course. We have to go to the project folder and then whatever the project name was, second test, and open up the iOS X workspace file. And here is what you would see if you wouldn't have opened it before. So the first thing that we need to do, of course, is just go through the settings and see if everything is right or not. Most probably the build number would be missing, so we will have to add it, or else if you upload the build and then it will give an error that the build number was missing. So you can see here is the build and the version number. So just make sure this build number is never missing and should always get +1. So, or even like some plus number, because or else it would give you a number error. Now in the signing and capabilities tab, just make sure the account that you are using is selected in the team. And then if it is, then just go and make an archive. Let's make an archive, and most probably this will give an error, but we want that error. Let me show you. This build is going on and it should come up with the error. Yeah, you can see it comes up with the error that the template.plist is missing, and this usually happens when your Xcode project is not refreshed. So close up workspace file and go to your U project file again and open up the editor. It's just a minute of work, so it's not an issue. And just refresh the Xcode files. Now that is done, open up the Xcode X workspace again and product and archive again, and it will make a build of that. And build succeeded. Now if I go to distribute this, you will see the version number is still missing. I uploaded it as 100, but it's not showing up here, which is wrong. And if I go to distribute it, I will come up with an error, which I will show now. As you can see, it gave an error that BF bundle version is missing. So you have to go back and go to your select your folder and then go to general, and you see the build number got erased. So press whatever the number you write, just make sure you press enter and then reopen the file just to verify that it did not went missing. It has to be like there. Now there is no save option. I always like that thing, but now let's open up X workspace again, and you see the build number has not gone. Maybe that's a bug with just my workspace and not your. So let's see the build, and you see it has a version number now. And if I go to distribute this, it most probably will upload and it will work. No, it will not work. There is still one thing missing, as I told in the video's duration, that you need to have that permission thing added to your placed data. It will come up with that error that, hey, you are using a camera usage, but it's not declared in the placed data. Now the thing is, I'm not using any camera in this default. Now what I think is Unreal template is accessing it somehow. I'm not sure, to be honest. So I will just add it in the placed data after this is done. So the build got uploaded, but the thing is, I will just get a mail that, hey, this build was not successful, which I will plug it here, of course. So I got that line, and I will paste it in the description also if you need by any chance. And I will also link the workspace, like Unreal's forum where I found this information. So I will have to add that camera permission in the additional placed data, and I will just paste it here. Now I have added an additional field for production also, because that's a warning that many people get. Now if I go to the product and try to archive it now, nope, I don't need to do now, because the version number would be the same as 100 and it will not work. So I have to go back to the file, select this, and then just make this 101, press enter, and build archive, sorry. And now, yeah, you can see I can distribute this app. Let's go to internal flight testing. And just to give you a little bit of hint, even like if you get an error or something like that, that will not come up that will not come up on the website. You will get a physical mail for that. And if you're not a part of the team or something like that, and you're using someone else's email, you need to figure that out. So, and that's why, like, I'm telling you, because that's what I was doing in the earlier stages, and I was getting these mails and I did not know. So I did not know why my builds were not getting uploaded. So there's no physical sign that hey, your build was on the website for some time and it got removed because of this error. So you have to check your mails. Now as soon as this build is done, most probably this will work, but this will have one minor issue which we will solve next. So it looks like the build got uploaded. So let's go back to the App Store Connect website, and yeah, we can see that 101 is processing, and great news. Although we will come back with an error, and I will record the mobile screen and show what's the issue that we are going to have now. So after a few minutes it is ready to test. So we will have to create an internal testing group so that we can share it on our mobiles. So just whatever the group name you want, I will just name it testing and I will create, and it will auto deploy the build that you have the latest. Add the people that you want the game to be testable on, and they will receive an invite for that app. Let's now switch back to the mobile and see what's the email that we got. Mail like this where Devesh Mishra has invited you to your game or something like that. So just press on view in test flight. If the app is not installed, that is the test flight app, it will install that for you. Now just accept the invitation and press on install, and that will install the game on your device, and it's that easy. So the thing is, if you have never used it before, it will ask you to log in, of course, into your developer account or whatever account that you got the email on. Just log in with that, and the app name is Test Flight. You can get it on the App Store too. So the build is done now. Let's open it up, and you will see it's a black screen. Now, why did you get a black screen? Is the reason is very simple. The basic reason is that let's go to the Windows thing. Let me open up the project and I will show you around. The basic thing is there are no shaders compiled, and that's why you get a empty screen. No shaders are there. So for that, what you need to do is you need to open up your project. Let's go to the project that we have. And just make a shipping build, nothing else. Just make a shipping build whenever you change anything which would require shader compilation. So make a shipping build, and that will compile all the shaders that you have, and then you just need to archive, and the build will have the shaders that you wanted. Let's see. Now that build is done, so let's go back to the Xcode, and then let's go to this and increase this by 1 and make a archive. I hope I'm calling the words right. I'm not offending anyone who speaks better English than me, but let's distribute the app. So the build is done. Let's go and share it with the team. So let's go to the app portal and then iOS, and you will see a new build here very soon. I need to reload, I think. It's done. So let's go back to testing and you will see it's automatically added. So now what we need to do is just grab our phones and test if this build is working or not. So let me do that now. So let me open up test flight and you can see it's auto updating. I did not press anything, it's automatically updating. Now just to give you more information about that, if you open up the app, like I think so, yeah, so you can see the automatic updates thing is turned on and that's why it will automatically update it. And if you want to install the old builds, that's also available. Whenever you want, you can switch builds. Although if you want, like if you have beta testers and you don't want to show them the old build, you can handle it from the website itself. So other infos are just basic information that the players will have, but other than that it's pretty simple and straightforward now. So it should be done pretty quick now, I think. Yeah, it's done. So let's open it up and the moment of truth is here. And it works. The shaders are here, the environment looks good, the game is pretty balanced, everything seems to work as it should. And of course it's in landscape, but the screen you are seeing is just portrait, but the game works. That's the basis. So that is it for this video. If you need any help with iOS game development or Android or anything that you want to see, because I'm trying to be consistent with this channel now, let me know. I hope my $99 investment come out to be good. Bye guys.